Welcome to Crocodile MTG, your home of competitive, constructed play in all Magic the Gathering formats. Today's video was brought to you by all our wonderful sponsors, affiliates, and patrons. Thank you all for supporting the Crocodile MTG channel, and we hope you enjoy today's video. Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jordan with Crocodile MTG, here bringing you another Magic the Gathering video. Today we are actually playing the Heliod Walking Ballista combo in Pioneer, and we're actually playing a pretty interesting build of it. We're playing the artifact-based build. I think we are going to go ahead and keep this hand. We have a turn 1 island, and being able to opt is pretty good. Ooh, Arboreal Grazer. So we just played against the Lotus Field combo, and I have a feeling this might be the same thing. This could be a red-green ramp, though, so we'll see. And there is one piece of our combo there. So we are going to go ahead and pass the turn, keep this opt up, and we will see what we're playing against here in a moment. Excuse me. All right, so ramping up. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. Put a land card from among them onto the battlefield. And Temple of Abandonment is what it is. Alright, so our opponent is scrying. They put one card on top. No attacks from the Arboreal Grazer. And this is probably a red-green ramp deck. I think I'm going to put the Mox Amber on the bottom. We do draw a land here. Not that big of a deal. We'll go ahead and play Glacial Fortress, and I'm going to go ahead and play Chief Engineer. Unfortunately, Chief Engineer is not legendary, but we will see what our opponent is up to here. They're ramping up pretty fast. I'm not sure though what their payoff is. This could be a alright. Sheltered Thicket. Alright, they're playing some ramp spells here. Alright, I think I'm gonna go ahead and play cast a Mox Amber here. Actually, could we go off next turn if we play Heliod? No. So I think I'm going to go ahead and play Heliod here, though. And pass the turn. We'll see what our opponent's big ramp up to is. This could just be something like an Eldrazi or some big green threat like a Nissa. Dragonlord Jamoka. Enters the battlefield, deal 5 damage to any number of creatures and or planeswalkers. Alright, that's pretty aggressive here. Luckily for us, we have this Stonecoil Serpent. And the reason that's lucky is because it has protection from multicolored and has reach, so it can at least block 4 damage from the Dragonlord Tarka. Which is pretty funny and interesting, looking at it. And if we draw a Walking Ballista, we could just combo off. So, not next turn, but the turn after. So, as long as we survive 2 turns, we're looking in pretty good shape if we find that Walking Ballista. Alright, so cycling Sheltered Thicket. They probably have a Chandra Torture Defiance somewhere in there. If they find that, they can probably kill our Stonecoil Serpent. Ooh, there's a Cavalier. Alright. So it gives us a look into their deck a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and block. They do trample over the 4. Alright, here's a Sigh. Untap. I'm going to tap 1 here. I'm going to cast. I'm going to hold control here. Or how do I... Okay, there we go. I'm actually going to go ahead and sack these and draw a card. There's the Ballista. Alright, if we survive next turn, which it's likely we're going to, if they don't have anything, I think we just win. They drew a Temple for the turn. Oh, I can literally feel the victory. What do they have here? They could have something really, really bad for us. Oh no! It's Ugin the Spirit Dragon. No, that's so bad for us. No, don't exile. Ah. Alright, I'm going to give Stonecoil Serpent lifelink. That's so bad for us. And they don't even attack. No, give me the Heliod. Come on. Why? I can't even justify playing the Walking Ballista. That sucks so bad. Hopefully we find another Stonecoil Serpent. I was hoping to be able to combo off Ugin the Spirit Dragon just out of nowhere. And they had the Shrine of Forsaken God, which was the perfect card they needed. Here's another Cavalier. I'm just sad. 5 cards. They find a Stomping Ground. Yep. Ugin's dealing 3 to us. There's no way out. I at least get to block 4 of this damage. Likely going to lose next turn. We're at 3. There's an Emery. Emery blocks. But then we take 3 from Ugin. Yeah, there's nothing I can do here. That sucks so bad. Man. That was such a close game. If they didn't have Ugin right there, and they didn't find the land that they needed specifically. Oh, man. That's rough. Okay, they are a ramp deck. What do we even do against that? They have a bunch of 5/6s that have reach. We can bring in these Mystical Disputes, but they're literally just counterspell. Let's see. Red-green ramp. That was really rough. I could see bringing in the Aether Sphere Harvesters, but again, it's not great. Like, even with the flying, they just have the Cavaliers. Alright, Mox Amber's probably fine. Opta Witching Well are fine. Glass Casket. Like, I can hit their mana dorks, but I think I want Detention Sphere or Pithing Needle. I don't think I want Glass Casket here. Padim's kind of half and half of what I want, because it has draw, but at the same time, if they have an Ugin, they just exile it. Man, if we would have had one more turn. That sucks. Okay. I could see bringing in Hope of Girapur maybe. So the other thing they had was Dragonlord Atarka. Detention Sphere, Pithing Needle, Mystical Dispute. I could see playing a couple Mystical Disputes, but again, I don't think it's great. I think they're just counter spells. I think Padim's too slow. Owl is okay. So this is a situation where I wish our Mystical Disputes were Metallic Rebuke. Alright, I think I'm just going to play this. I took out the Padim and the Glass Caskets, and I think I'm just going to play Detention Sphere and Pithing Needle. I don't think we have a lot in this matchup. Dampening Sphere doesn't really do anything because they just ramp up in singles. They're not playing like Lotus Field. Alright, we're going to go ahead and play this. This hand, yeah, this is keepable. We're going to go ahead and play Witching Well on turn 1. We'll probably keep any lands we find. Alright, Witching Well. I like both of these cards. but I would like some lands too. This is an interesting decision because I would like the lands, but I do have the Chief Engineer, and we only have to find one more land. I think I'm going to put the Opt on bottom, and I think I'm going to put the Stonecoil Serpent on top. Next turn, I'm going to play the Chief Engineer. Turn 3, we can either play the Arcanist Owl or the Stonecoil Serpent, depending on if we find a land. Alright, much slower start from our opponent this game. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pay the 2 here. Alright, I think I'm going to take the Detention Sphere. Our opponent playing Elvish Rejuvenator. I think that's fine. Finding a land, finds a Stomping Ground. Alright, there's an Emery. So Emery comes down. Alright, Walking Ballista. Unfortunately, we went over a Heliod. I think I'm going to go ahead and just cast a big Stonecoil Serpent this turn. Alright, they're going to Castle Vantress here for something. Alright, it looks like they're just playing a bunch of mana dorks. In theory, mana dorks. Alright, they're ramping up quite a bit. So 2... Yeah, they have a ton of mana here. 2, 4, 6, 8. They have 8 mana. 9 if you count the castle. 9 for creatures, 8 for anything else, which could be a bad time to get Ugin. Alright, there's another Emery. Do I want to play it? I feel like an Ugin's coming down next turn. Could just Ballista for 3 here, but I don't really feel like there's a reason to. I think I'm going to cast the Mox Amber here. I kind of want to start getting damage in. Maybe I just leave up the Witching Well. I could see that for this turn. Leave up the Witching Well. Hopefully hit... Hopefully hit Heliod. If this isn't Ugin, alright, it's a creature spell. If this isn't Ugin, I could see I could see a line possibly winning next turn. If we draw a land in Heliod, we can play Hallowed Fountain, we can convoke the Walking Ballista, and then we can kill our opponent. Interesting. They choose not to do anything. Alright, there's a Mox Amber. There's no Heliod. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can play a Walking Ballista for 4. Unfortunately, we're a little short still. I'm going to start with attacking. Alright, that's fine. Interesting. Okay, so I guess I just play the slower game here, and I'm gonna go ahead and Witching Well. I'm going to at least look at the top cards of our library first and see what we have. Walking Ballista, Stonecoil Serpent. Alright, I'm going to leave that on top. I'm going to go ahead and play out another Stonecoil Serpent here, just because our opponent was pretty afraid of that. Next turn I'm going to Emery. Actually, I could have Emery'd this turn, and then that's unfortunate. Alright, let's see what our opponent has. Sure, they're going to blow everything up. Exile a land. Yeah, this is a rough spot. We're not completely dead in the water yet, though. Alright, I'm going to play Emery. And then I'm probably just going to... Shoot, we hit another Heliod. So now we only have one Heliod, I think. No, we still have the 2 in our deck. Okay. I think I'm going to go ahead and just Detention Sphere the World Breaker. Yes. Alright. Now we're at least getting somewhere. Alright, let me see here. Cast. I'd like to keep this one. Cast. I'd like to play this one. Cast. I'd like to keep this one. Cast. Alright. I'm going to make a giant Stonecoil Serpent. And next turn it could be lethal with this Walking Ballista. Alright, what's our opponent have? Alright, Dragonlord Atarka is going to kill the Emery, unfortunately. That's the only legal target. And I think we just get it here. I mean, they're going to block probably with Sylvan. They can't block with Dragonlord, though. Alright, I'm just going to show them the Walking Ballista here for lethal. Alright, they went ahead and conceded. Alright, let's see here. What do we want? So that game was a little more in our favor because they didn't have a lot of their mana creatures. And we came out of the gates pretty aggressive. They had the Kozilek's Return, which was a little surprising. I guess not too surprising. We do have things like Psy, which makes sense. But it is a little concerning here. So they don't have targeted removal. Psy would survive. Emery dies, but Emery is really good. I think Chief's also really good. Alright, I think we keep everything how we have it. I could see... Again, it's this mystical dispute thing. I'm not sure what we want. I think I'm going to submit, though. We have Pithing Needle. A Pithing Needle. If I bring in 1 or 2 mystical disputes, it's like the same thing. Alright, this hand's a little awkward. But I think I'm going to keep it. We are in the draw. Alright, our Boreal Grazer. I have such a hard time saying Arboreal. I have no idea why. Am I even saying it right? Let me know in the comments below if I'm even saying it right. Probably not. All you guys are probably like, you're not saying it right. And I'm like, crap. Okay. Alright. They're off to a much faster start than they were last game. If I find a Mox Amber here, I can play Emery. Stonecoil Serpent. Not one we're looking for. We'll pass. This is a much slower start. Alright, Elvish Rejuvenator coming down. Alright, 2 cards left in hand. They're up to 7 mana creature-wise. Emery, I think you can go to the bottom. There's a land. I think we're playing Psy here. Alright. Another Rejuvenator. No land. Wow. Okay. So they have 1 card in hand. It's pretty scary. I'm going to go ahead and play Arcanist here. I think I'm going to get Mox Amber, and then I can play out the Emery. There's a Pithing Needle. Don't have Ugin, please. Or even a Kozilek's Return. Don't have anything that deals this bunch. Okay, Cavalier's not bad. I can deal with Cavalier. There's Shrine and a Walking Ballista. What do I even name here if I play Pithing Needle? I guess I name Ugin, right? I'm going to take Cavalier here. Heliod. Where are you at, boy? Alright, put that on bottom. I'll put the Opt on top. I'm going to go ahead and attack. Alright, what do they have here? There's a Grazer. Opt for Heliod. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and play a 6/6 Stonecoil Serpent. And hopefully this is game. With Pithing Needle on Ugin, I don't know if they can find anything here. We have the Walking Ballista in hand. Alright, there's another Grazer. I guess I'd keep Emery back. Every point of damage counts here. I mean, that has trample. Why? I don't get it. They're at 3. And yeah, we have over 6 mana. And we get to keep our Walking Ballista. Alright, good game, opponent. Remove a counter. And great games. Thank you all so much for watching. Hey, go check out my awesome sponsor, Mana Traders, who offered, or not offered, but they allowed us to rent the deck here today. Our opponent is frantically drawing their next card. Let's look at the next card. Like, look at that. That's insane. But thank you, Mana Traders, for sponsoring us. Honestly, we couldn't do this without you. Go check them out if you want to use Mana Traders' awesome card rental services for MTGO, and they do tabletop Magic. Save 15% on your first 3 months of trial using promo code Crocodile. Thank you all so much for watching. Also, please hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you next match. We're currently 3-1. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit that like and subscribe button. Also, check out the description below for more Magic the Gathering content. This was Jordan with Crocodile MTG, and we will see you next time.